Morning, everybody. We are live. Tabby, good morning. It's going to be hot, hot, hot in Glendale, Arizona. Big cooling trend coming, though. Expected to be only 85 with the rain. Possibly the monsoons are creeping in, and that could be, Deb. Right now, where I'm at, we have a beautiful sunny 68 degrees light wind. It doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. But don't fear, we're gonna get up to, like, 84 today, so we'll get warmer. Hello, Regina, my friends from sunny North Georgia mountains, and I'm sure that it's beautiful there too this morning. Linda, my Michigander friend, welcome, and Patsy, I love it when you come in because I get to sing, "Ohio." I love it. Oh, good morning, Jason. Jason is up camping at a place called Ruggles Lake, which is north of us, but it is the perfect weekend for that. If you could call it, he does camping. He's got one of those really big, expensive fifth wheels that everybody drools over. Ronnie, good morning from northeastern Arizona. I certainly do hope that those wildfires are under control. Lisa's here from Sugarland, Texas, and Kathy from Long Island. Welcome. This morning, we have got a whole lot to do. I've got a lot of stuff figured out, or have I? We may be figuring some of it out together, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to be working with Spin-e-Fex 5 today. Spin-e-Fex 5 is an interesting template because even though it's cut just a little bit different on the top as it is from the bottom, it really looks about the same when it's stitched out. And that is evidenced by the sheet that comes with the templates. If you look here on the 4 rotations, look here on the 4 rotations, you're hard pressed to find a difference in them. And that can be a blessing or a curse. Good morning, Mary Lou. Mary Lou's from Fredonia, New York, and Eleanor from Round Rock, Texas. Okay, Monica, welcome. Good morning. We're going to have a good show today. It's going to be we're going to do some weird things. One of the things that I want to do, Debbie, I hope that you like this, is I want to show how you can do an edge to edge with the regular spin effects. I haven't shown that yet, but it just gives us a whole nother avenue of using our templates and finishing our quilts. Right now, So Steady is focusing on how you, the home quilter, can finish your quilts from beginning to end. And we've got so many exciting products to do that. We really do. So today we're going to touch on this. Bonnie's here from North Carolina. Ronnie, it's still 0% contained, that wildfire out in Arizona. I am so sorry. I hope that your town stays safe from the effects of it. I know there's a lot of people praying for y'all. Okay. Lee, good morning. So good to see you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here because I do have an awful lot that I want to show you. And I love it when we've got a lot to do, but I hate it when we've got a lot to do because what happens is I never get through it all. I really don't. And I really want to. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the 7.5 inch. And I'm going to double check. Yep, I set this one up for the 7.5 inch. So what we're going to do with this 7.5 inch is I'm going to show you a 16 reference line rotation here. But before I do that, I want to show you an 8 point. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, do the 8, and then we're going to add on to make it 16. And what I like about our templates, especially our Spin-e-Fex templates, is that you can do that. Do the 8-point, see if you like it, see if you want to add more to it, and you can after the fact. I think that's awesome. Okay. Oh gosh, I got my almost perfect. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have our straight vertical center back here and our vertical center up here. We're going to line those both up on our line. I need to pull my bobbin thread up. Now, the purpose of bringing the bobbin thread up is so that we don't get thread nests on the back side. Remember, when you're doing quilt as you go, what we are actually doing is we are finishing that block. And so we want the back side to look as pretty as the front side. That's all there is to it. Okay, here we go. Take that one stitch in place and off we go. Making these stitches just a little bit shorter. Now, let me tell you something, and I think this is kind of important. I used to make bigger stitches. I really liked the looks of them. But then I started doing a lot more templates with round areas or arced areas in them. And I found that long stitches made those areas look choppy. So I thought, well, what's going to happen if we shorten those stitches? When I shortened those stitches, they became nice and smooth and they looked much nicer. So I now make my stitches shorter on arcs. And then I looked and went, well, that looks a little bit dorky if that dorky is a technical term I like to use. If I use a short stitch and a long stitch together in one pattern. So I knew that the short stitch would have to remain because I wanted my arcs and circles to be nice and smooth. So the only answer I had to that was, well, make the straight lines with smaller stitches as well. And it was a success. Now I really enjoyed making all my stitches a little bit smaller. It was a little bit of a challenge getting used to it and making sure that those stitches stayed consistent. But man alive, once I was able to come to that skill level where I was keeping them pretty much the same, did not happen overnight, okay? Didn't happen for me overnight. Seriously, won't happen for you overnight. That's okay. Be kind to yourself. Be kind. Once you get to that point, though, I think maybe you will really like it. So, try it out. Let me know how you feel about it. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Remember, I'm not a my way or highway gal. I definitely believe everybody should do what's most comfortable for them. Just has, like with my stitching speed, I tend to go slower. Some people tend to go really fast. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. As long as it works for you, do it that way. We have an old saying up here, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? That can only cause more problems than it's worth. So here we go. This is going to be our fourth rotation. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the template off and we're going to show you what it looks like. Then we'll do 8 rotations and then we'll do 16. Because what's really interesting about Spin-e-Fex and what I think I like most about them is the more rotations we put in a design, the more secondary designs that we're going to see popping up. And sometimes it's the secondary designs that I like better. No offense to Leonie West. I still would love to spend a day in her head. I think the woman is a genius. for giving us all these tools. I just love to play with them. So while you are taking a look at the 4-point rotation, I'm gonna come in here and see if we've got anybody new coming in. Pam's here from Maine. Good morning, Pam. And Di made it in. Good morning, Di. So good to see you. Donna's here. You know what? She says, "Oh my, I'm late from North Carolina." For Donna, this is late. But Donna, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I did not take attendance this morning. Actually, I've never taken attendance. Okay. Evelyn, my darling, good morning from Haven, Indiana. Oh, here we go. An update on the wildfires in northeastern Arizona. Ronnie said it did rain a little last night. Understand it will rain today. Pray for rain. Praying for rain. Let's everybody pray for rain for northeast Arizona, okay? They have 0% containment on this wildfire. Morning, Teresa Stockel. That's Tracy, my buddy from across the bridge. Joey, good morning. You woke up, but you made it here. Oh, just woke up. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Eleanor says, this is a really good question, Eleanor. Do you cut your threads on the quilt or just on the sample? Eleanor, only on the samples. On a real quilt, I go ahead and bury the threads, okay? Unless I'm coming outside into the seam allowance. If I come into the seam allowance, they're going to be stitched over, so there's really no need at that point to bury the threads, okay? They will be buried for us. I hope that answers your question. And let's go ahead and put another 4 rotations on here. Everybody got your coffee? Tracy, I know how much you enjoy your coffee in the morning. One of the coffee businesses that we have, and we're blessed to have quite a few of them in town. Somebody drove into the side of it, so it's been closed for a while. And that was my favorite one. And Tracy used to bring me chai tea lattes from there. And oh my gosh, what a treat those were. Unfortunately, my weight showed what a treat they were. It's not one of those things you're going to get every day and stay thin. I'm sorry. It just can't happen that way. Is it worth it? Yeah, it was worth every drink. Oh my gosh. I do not drink coffee. So for me, that was a very, very nice treat. And I very much appreciate that Tracy was bringing them to me. It was so kind. All right, we're going to come over. You'll notice that I'm going to from one side to the other as I'm doing this Spin-e-Fex. And the reason that I do that is because every stitch we take draws up our fabric somewhat. Okay. And if we go around in a circle, by the time we get to the last rotation, our fabric is going to be wonky. It's going to be kind of like a ruffle. Doing it from side to side, it helps eliminate that waviness that we sometimes end up with. Okay, here we go. Only got one more after this. You'll see this is a real easy template to stitch. I do believe it's a good template for beginners. I don't believe every template is a good template for beginners, but I like this one because it's an inside template. The corner on it here, and it's not a 90-degree corner, but it's easy to follow. We want to do a hesitation stitch there. Make sure that that point stays nice and sharp. Put that down, and this will be our 8th rotation. Keeping an eye on the clock. Want to make sure that we're keeping our time. Today, I think I could keep you here for a couple hours, but sadly, I can't. And up we go. We want to make a hesitation stitch up at the top because that is a sharp point. And we want to keep it nice and sharp and clean. That's why I say hesitation stitch. Don't meander there and stay there. You want to hit that stitch, maybe have it stitch one, two tops, and then move out. What will happen if you linger there is that you're going to end up with a thread ball on the back side of your quilt. And we don't want that. Okay. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I just prefer not to do that in my quilts. Okay, so here we go. This is 8 rotations. This is an absolutely beautiful design. I love how we're starting to get secondary designs in here. And when we go in and put the other 8 in, they're going to be amazing. Okay, let's see who else is here. Jean is here. Eleanor is here. Oh, I already said hello to Eleanor, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, but that's okay. I'll say hi again. Jean Bowman is here from New York, and Janet Collins. Oh, welcome, Janet. I am absolutely honored to have you here. Janet is one of the founding fathers and friend of Leonie's, and I'm just totally honored to have you here, Janet. I hope you enjoy what we're doing today with Spin-e-Fex 5. It's one of my favorites too, actually. Okay, Debbie's here from Oregon and Kathy from Texas. You know what, Kathy? Late and here is better than not here at all. I absolutely believe that. Bev Welsh, hi from Drayton, Ontario. Welcome. Sometimes I get mixed up. Okay. And let's go down a little bit. Joanne, how do you move to the next start? We're going to always come back to the center, Joanne. We're going to twist our template and then we're going to do our rotation. Donna likes that one, and she's continuing to fill out her Spinifex collection. Okay, could this pass for a starfish design? Regina asked. And you know what? I think it possibly can. And when we get the other 8 rotations, maybe even an octopus. I'm not sure. I've never seen one in real life. So it's anybody's guess. Now, I have the older templates, so I have gates. Our newer templates have a needle channel in them instead. Got to be honest with you guys, I love, love, love those needle channels. We don't have to worry about losing the gate. We don't have to worry about taping it down and all of that fun stuff. Now, working on a 301 like I do sometimes can get just a little tricky in getting these templates on and off because of the low shank, and it is very low. Okay. Some machines say they're low shank, but they're a little higher than this. And that's why when So Steady made the ruler feet, we have play in them. And what I mean by that is, let me grab one here. There we go. What I mean by that is what you're going to notice is there's a little bit of room here to move the foot up and down on the foot part of the machine. I'm not sure what that's called. Ken's not here to tell me. So you can get that foot up and down a little bit. The other thing that would make you want to get that foot up and down a little bit is how much batting and what type of batting you're using. I like to use a combination of 80/20 polyester and cotton. It would be 80% cotton, 20% polyester, and another layer of wool batting. And wool batting has a really high loft to it, But if I'm making a wall hanging, I do use those 2 together because it does give the quilt a really beautiful, um, loft while we're stitching. And having the 2 battings together helps keep that wall hanging nice and flat at all times. And that way we don't have to worry about blocking it. And blocking it means getting it soaking wet, pinning it down to some styrofoam or something, and waiting for it to dry so that it will dry in that manner. And the reason that we do that is because fabric has a memory. And if you don't get it wet or steam it while you're preparing it, those wrinkles come back. And we don't want that on a wall hanging. We want our wall hangings to lay nice and flat. So that's kind of it in a nutshell why I do it the way I do it. Remember, just because I do it that way doesn't mean you have to. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're going to have these 16 rotations done in no time flat. Remember, don't have a death grip on your template. You just want to hold it so that it stays in place. I actually don't use the template to move my fabric. I use my hands. I want to keep my template nice and steady. But if I push it too far on the top of my fabric, what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to move it. Okay, I want to keep it now. My set is getting a little bit of a thread nest built up there, but that happens with 16 rotations. What I will do after I am done is I'll go ahead and I'll take it to the iron, I'll steam it, and I'll use my tailor's clapper. And what will happen is that will flatten out those little excess buildup of threads and make everything nice and flat. There we go. One more, and we've got 16 done. And then Regina can tell us if it looks like an octopus. We already have a starfish. I think that's fabulous. So let's go ahead and put a starfish in here, or an octopus in here too, okay? And this will be our last rotation, guys. I love this. The sharp corners and the nice smooth arcs work so well together. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this out. I'm gonna clip that thread. Remember, this is a practice piece. If it was a piece that I was using, if it was on a quilt or if it was on a wall hanging, I would be burying these threads. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see the whole thing. What do you think? Isn't it gorgeous? I love the secondary designs in there. Ah, oh, Jason's going to go fishing. Ah, hey, I really like your advice, Jason. I think this is something we all should follow. Going fishing, first off, is a great activity in the morning. Okay. But Jason also says, be kind to yourself and not just with sewing, but with every aspect of life. And Jason, that is absolutely awesome advice. Thank you. And I hope you get the big one today. That's awesome. 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 Yeah, you guys are really liking this one, aren't you? I do too. I really do. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to take you on a journey across my fabric sample, okay? I want to show you and I'm doing this cold. I want you to understand I am doing this cold, but it can be done cold. There's no two ways about it. I'm going to use my little rotation box. Now, I know those of you who have been with me a while have seen me use these, but I'm going to explain them to you anyway because they are such a useful tool. They really are. I mean, they're only $14. They're inexpensive and worth every penny of it. We have a 12 rotation and a 16 rotation. But does that mean you have to use 12 or 16? Absolutely not. On this one, you could use 6 rotations, and we're going to do that. On this one, you can use 4 rotations, 8 rotations. You can use 16 rotations. You could even use 32 rotations. On this one, you could go 24. You have these in the multiples of on this one, it's multiples of 8. Actually, it's multiples of 4. I'm sorry. On this one, it's multiples of 3. So you can go hog wild, okay? Any way you want. So what I'm going to do here is there it is. I took this out so I'd have it available. I'm going to come here and I am going to do every other. So I'm doing 6 rotations here. And what I like about this is if my machine is already down because of stitching, I can easily work around it with the rotation box. Do you have to do this that I'm doing? You know what? No. And I always say I'm not OCD, but man alive, do I ever want those lines to cross here in the middle, and I'm not really sure why I'm so intent on that, but I am. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use my 3.5 inch on this one. I am going to come in, pull my thread up. We'll make sure that you can see well. We're going to go ahead and focus again. This is the one thing I absolutely love about this camera is it focuses. Okay, let's see where we're at. Di, this is a terrific template. It really is. The Spin-e-Fex 5 is wonderful. Di says, I've seen this, but the first time you ever saw an educator use it. If you're talking about the little discs, yeah, they're not a real well-known item. They're a little lesser known. But as far as I'm concerned, the value of them is spectacular, absolutely spectacular. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Rita, good morning. Oh, no, it's good evening for you. I'm sorry, it's morning here. Okay, a little bit of a drink there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pull my thread up. And here we go. And right in the center, and I'm going to make a rotation. Now, what you're going to see is those lines didn't come out over the vertical line on my template. It's okay, guys. It's absolutely fine. I have enough wherewithal, as do you, to be able to imagine where that line's going to come out. So be good to yourself. And along with what Jason said, to be kind to yourself, I would like to add when somebody walks up to your quilts and compliments you, please accept the compliment. Um, we have a tendency, I am guilty of this, okay? But we have a tendency of going, oh, well, I made this mistake right here, and it's not perfect. And, I could have done a better job. That person looking at that quilt doesn't know any of those things. Let's keep them in the dark. Be kind to yourself. Accept the compliment. And you know what? You're just gonna keep getting better with time. That's how it works. Practice, practice, practice. You know, the dust in the house, it's always gonna be there. But we have so much fabric to use and so many quilts to make. I personally think that should take over as a priority. And my husband may disagree, but that's okay. We disagree on other things too. Oh, bless his heart. My husband actually makes it easy for me. He really does. He does a lot of the housework for me while I am upstairs playing with my tablets. And that's what it feels like. It feels like playing. It's definitely does not feel like work. I only wish I had found this years ago and had retired much earlier. Okay, there we go. Don't forget today, if you use deal day 20 in the coupon code, you get 20% off of the Spin-e-Fex 5 that we're using. And that sale, that coupon code will work from Monday to Monday. So it started on Monday and it will go through the weekend and end on Monday. You will also find the coupon or the link, which I have posted a couple of times in here. So you'll find it in the chat, but you'll also find it in the description below the recording, I think. I'm not real good at this kind of stuff, guys. I'm still learning about YouTube and videos and how to work all that stuff together. The only thing that matters to me really is that when I'm doing this, you have a good view on my camera on where I'm working. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take that needle down. I'm going to remove my template, cute as a bell. This is 6 rotations. I love it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my edge-to-edge connectors. Okay, here's one. Oh, come on, where'd the other one go? I know it's in here. There it is. Okay, so this is the Westalee Edge-to-Edge Connector 1 and Connector 2. What these are made for is to do exactly what they say. It's going to connect different elements. Okay, I'm going to use this side. And do I have a reason for this? No, it's just the one I pulled. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to come out. I may come over here. Let me see. Yeah, if I want to stay outside of there, I'm going to move it just a little bit. And hopefully we're going to stay between these two lines, but no guarantees. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hey, wow. I couldn't do that 2 times. Okay, so I want to get a little further away than this. Look at how beautiful that came out, guys. I'm like, I should go buy a lottery ticket because this is absolutely awesome. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of move things around to see how I can keep this line nice and flowing and come on up here. There we go. It works. These connectors are so cool. Please, when you get your set, put stable tape on both sides of them. All right, there we go. Now, what I need to do is get my little bombs out again. And it is going to entail me actually pulling my thread out and cutting thread. That's okay. That would be my granddaughter if you can hear my phone ringing. We actually have gotten a new member to our family yesterday morning. I have a great grandson, which you all know about, and I now have a great granddaughter. She is absolutely gorgeous. Her name is Adeline Ruby, and that is an absolutely gorgeous name. I love it. I cannot wait to meet her. Okay, this time I'm going to take the 16 rotations. I'm going to go ahead and line it up. You see, I just put a square on there. I am going to come in and I'm going to go here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here. This is going to give me 4 rotations, guys. And I'm going to come here. 4 rotations. So I've got a total of 8, and that's exactly what I want. Now, what is really interesting is I can go ahead and put a larger one on here, and this time I'm going to put the top in the center. We all know it's going to look very similar to the way it was before. Again, you can pull these lines out if you want, but quite honestly, I know you guys are good enough that you don't really have to. All right, I'm going to pull that thread up. Oh, we're doing great on time today. Must be talking fast. Okay, go set that down. I'm going to come around here and see if we have questions. Okay. Up we go. Okay. All right. Oh, this is Kim, welcome. I didn't say good morning. Regina, this is an absolutely awesome question. Can you use the Freedom Edge Heart as a connector? Absolutely, you can. It is got the coolest embellishment that you can just keep flipping the template back and forth, and you can go as far as you want on that. You definitely can. Oh, thank you for all the congratulations. Yeah, great-grandchildren are amazing, aren't they? Uh, it's kinda scary. Patsy's buying the 5-piece set, adding the coupon, it's like getting for 5 for almost 50% off each one compared to buying individually. Patsy, you're absolutely right, and that is something I forgot to mention, but I really should. A lot of people look at the templates and they say, "Oh, I need a 7.5 inch for this particular design." So they buy the 7.5 inch and then they use it and they go, "Man alive, I absolutely love this template. I want them in every size." Well, they already have the 7.5 inch. So instead of going back and purchasing the whole set, they buy each one individually. And yes, it's a little more expensive to do that way. I say buy the set right off the bat because one, it's going to be less expensive buying it as a set. But like Patsy points out, with the coupon code deal date 20, you get a 20% off. And if you add all that up, it's like almost 50% off. So definitely thank you for pointing that out, Patsy. And it is very true. And oh, Regina, so cool. Her mom's name was Ruby. My grandma's name was Ruby too. I think that's great. I love Adeline. Um, they are such great names. They really are. Kim said she doesn't remember ever seeing the rotation circles. They're good. They're definitely good. Chris, my friend from up the block. Chris is watching, and congratulations on the baby girl. Thank you, Chris. We're all over the moon happy that she has arrived and she is in good health. Mom's doing great, and so is dad. So yeah, we all can't wait to see her. Yeah. Ronnie said her granddaughter's birthday today, 8 years old, and it's my daughter's birthday today, Ronnie. I'm glad you brought that up. I almost forgot. My little girl is growing up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one, and we're gonna do this one from putting the top into the center. Again, nice inside curve. Hesitation stitch at that point, just 1 or 2 stitches. If you're unsure of doing hesitation stitches, go ahead and just stop. If you have a needle up, needle down function on your machine, use it. Because what will happen is your needle will automatically go down. And then when you start taking off again, you're going to make that 1 stitch here. And that is going to keep that point nice and sharp. And that's where we want to be with it, guys. Okay, here we go. Loving this. What I'm seeing is this part is a little longer than this part. I'm going to go across, do another rotation. I'm not concerned at all that I'm going to be running over the connecting stitches with a rotation. That's okay. It's absolutely fine. It can look very much like a vine coming over the top of the blossom. And if you look in nature, that happens. Okay. And I think now you guys know me well enough to know that I really like things to be organic. I come from a very rural area, and nature is really a big deal for us up here, as evidenced by Jason going fishing this morning. Yeah, it's just what we do. Go out, collect the eggs, milk the cows, and go fishing. Uh, I have it a little easier than that. I don't have cows or chickens. My daughter has chickens, and I will say one thing, I enjoy fresh eggs. Always keeps them boiled up and ready to eat at a moment's notice. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and take this off when we hit 4 rotations so you can see it. Okay, we're going to stop there. Let's go ahead and remove. Look at the cool that is. And we can mix up sizes like this. I'm going to go ahead, put it in. I'm going to just make 4 more rotations. Now what we could do, let's mix them up. I'm going to put the center back in the center. Okay? And I don't have that one lined up just right. This is a good point to bring up. I didn't have this lined up quite right, but it's okay. I don't need it because what I can do is I can take my template and you see what I'm doing? I am going ahead and I am twisting it so that I have the same amount of this line of stitching on both sides of the template. That way I know that it is going to be even. Now this line being off is user error. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not see it till now. It's okay. I know how to rectify that without having to take everything off and redraw my lines. And I know that you would be capable of doing that as well. And it comes out perfectly. Love it when a plan comes together, right? Okay. I'm going to come around to the other side. And again, you'll see I got those lines off, but I'm going to go ahead and use my previous stitching lines with my template to make sure that I get them exactly where I want them. Up we're gonna go and over and back down. And there's our connecting line coming across the top of these two petals. I call them petals because to me these look like flowers. All right, we've got two more to make. And here we go. You don't need to be in a rush. This is not an activity where you get a prize for being the first one done. Okay, for being the fastest. I like to tell my students that because I want you guys to read. Oh, what did I do? I forgot one. Hello. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that last one in here. And this one we had the bottom going in first. Let's talk about top and bottom. Okay. When I refer to templates as top and bottom, just going to bring it over here a little bit. I like to refer to the side with the tack as the bottom and the side without the tack as the top. Um, Kate Quinn calls it a random rule, where she just comes up with a rule on her own. This is exactly what I did. This is Kate to you. Honor you. This is a random rule. Okay. So here's the bottom, here's the top. When I refer to the templates from the bottom or the top, you'll understand where I am coming from. Okay. Now, this one we had the bottom in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch out this last rotation. And around we're going to go. Again, you can go as slow or as fast as you want. It's all up to you. I've even heard one instructor say, set your speed on your machine and then you can mash your foot down and not worry about it. And that is so very true. Sadly, on this machine, I don't have a speed option. This machine does nothing more than stitch forwards and backwards. Everything else is on me. It's okay. I rather like it that way. Okay, so now we've got a couple in, right? They look nice. And somebody said they look like poinsettias, and I think you're right, they do. Ah, Kathy said that. Oh, Susie's here from Arlington, Virginia. It's okay, Susie. You can be late if you want. Not a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull in, and I'm going to do another one of our connectors here, and I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to come out of here, make a loop, and come over here, okay? That is so easy to do with the connectors. Here we go. Just going to come, I'm going to pull my thread up first, of course. And guys, this can be done with any Spin-e-Fex. It really can. You just we have so many options available to us with these templates. Oh my goodness, we can just do anything we want. Isn't that great? Okay, here we go. We're going to come up, stop, again, keeping it on the slow side and the smaller stitches. We're going to come up and around. We're going to stop with our needle down. Now, the template tells us exactly what to do. Stop, which I just did. Now we're going to flip the template and we can rotate it. We can rotate it in any direction that we want to. I'm going to rotate it down here. There we go. I'm going to come down. Now, I want this side to be longer than the last side was. That's not a problem. I'm just going to move it down a little bit. And there we go. Now I can put another rotation in here. And you'll see how I can move all the way across on a quilt like this. I have one more thing that I want to show you. So I guess we can real quickly put another small one in here or a big one. Which would you guys rather see? A 3.5 inch or a 5.5 inch? It's up to you. I'm giving you guys control this morning. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to take this out because I want to go ahead and draw with my bobbin, or my little rotation bobs. Okay, let's see where we're at. Hi, Jean. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Regina wants a 3.5 inch. Okay, Debbie says 3.5 inch. All right. I love waiting for you guys to answer because I get a drink of caffeine. Ty says 5.5. Eleanor says 5.5. We're tied, guys. Jean says 3.5. Jean broke the tie. All right. Yes, Patsy. It's almost a tie. Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? Let's use both of them. Okay. You guys are going to like this. We're going to use both of them. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put my rotations in. And I'm going to do 6. So it's going to go here and here, here and here. Well, that's 4. Okay, I'm just going to do all 12. There we go. And here, and I got one more. Got them all? Got them all. Good job. Okay. Now I do want to bring a couple together because I want that center point. So I'm going to go like this, and we're going to come like this. Now I've drawn 12 in, but do I have to use 12? No, I don't have to. I can use as many as I want in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3.5 and 5.5. Watch what I do. All right. On the 4 here, I'm going to use 5.5. I don't know what this is going to look like because I haven't tried it. Oh, Kim, I'm so sorry. The rotation circles, I did not give that to Sew Steady. I did not plan on using them today. I will call out there when we're done, and I will ask if that can be added, okay? In all fairness, it's all on me. All right. I want you to understand it's all on me. The other thing is I told you guys I would call and find out about the Elevate boxes because I know I'm waiting as fast as I can to. Really excited about getting it. They are going out in batches. They have 2 people working on getting all those boxes out. So they are doing it as quickly as they can, but they want to make sure that it is done accurately. Okay. The same with the connector set. I did not plan on using them. So how will we know? Don asked, how will we know if Stacy adds the bobs? I will go on Westalee on me, and I will go ahead and post. Uh, um, what are they called? I'll put a post on and let you know if that is a yay or an nay. Okay. I'll be better about that in the future. You know, this has all been really learning experience for me, and I love it. I love the fact that you are so patient and so gracious with me as I am navigating the YouTube waters. Oh, because 'cause I'll tell you, it's wow. A lot of technology here at our fingertips. And I'm an old lady. It's not always easy to teach an old lady new tricks, right? Okay, here we go. So I said I was going to use both the 5.5 and the 3.5 because we were so close on our voting. Now, what I've done here is I've done something that I've done before, and it's really rather okay, it's embarrassing, guys. I know better than this. But what I did is I have put my template in upside down, which means that my staple tape is not on the fabric. It's just kind of hanging out there in the wild. Because remember, with staple tape, if it is a symmetric, not symmetrical. If it's a symmetric um, template, you only need staple tape on one side. If it's asymmetrical, I always advise put it on both sides because then when you're in the middle of coming up with totally awesome designs, you don't have to stop and put staple tape on. It'll already be there. Isn't that awesome? We just keep on keeping on. And here we go. So what I'm doing here is I am putting the 5.5 inch on. Oh my goodness, that was not planned, but it could not have turned out better. Here is my connector, and it perfectly went on that point. Definitely need to buy a lottery ticket today. Oh goodness, here we go. Very nice. I do really like these. And I'm hoping to get enough time to show you how we can do a border with this as well. Okay, 4 rotations. And we're going to be doing 12. So we have 4. No, we have 3. I guess I can't count today either. All right, there we go. Now we're going to have 4. Okay. Oh, you know, the other thing that's a very valuable skill is to be able to stitch your rotations in any orientation. You see here, I went sideways because the bottom line is if you've got a big quilt in here, and you all know I've done a queen size quilt on this machine, you're not going to be wanting to turn that quilt around with every rotation. Not only are you not going to want to, it's really pretty much going to be impossible. So, what you want to do is learn how to use the templates in every way possible, every rotation possible. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've switched over to my 3.5, and I'm going to put 2 3.5 inch rotations between each of the 5.5 inch rotations. Again, I don't know for sure what this is going to look like, guys. We may love it or we may hate it. But that's why we do practice stitches and practice blocks. And the other thing we can do that really helps is go ahead and draw them out on paper before you get to the sewing machine. It's going to give you an idea of the look you're going for, and it's going to give you a great idea of how exactly to do it with the templates you're working with. Paper is cheap. You can go to a big box store and buy a pad of newsprint for next to nothing, and it will be large enough. When I buy 18 by 24 inches. It gives me more than enough room to work on patterns or designs and not have to tape pages together. That I hate doing. So I'm not going to do that if I don't have to. All right, here we go. Only got a couple more to go. And this skill of being able to use these in different manners is always reinforced when you draw it out. I use the phrase often, well, what if I did XYZ? Okay, I'm going to draw it out. If it's a fail, no, no big deal. It's no problem. It really isn't. If it's a success, yay, I celebrate that. And I usually stitch it out. Now, with these stitch outs that I do, these practice stitches, I like to go ahead and keep them in the file folder with the templates because 6 months from now, I'm going to forget I did this. But if I have it in my folder, I can pull it out, look at it, and say, oh, yeah, and I have the perfect spot for this. This one, from what you all are saying, will make a great design to be used with a Christmas project because it does look like poinsettias. So I want to remember that. And in order to remember that, I want to have the stitch out with my template. Sometimes I get a lot in there and I have to expand my filing space. That's okay. All right. So here, guys, what I did was the 5.5 and the 3.5. Barbara, welcome. Oh, it's your first time here. We are so happy you found us as well. And I hope that this won't be your last time here. We do these lives on Monday evening at 6 o'clock Central Time, Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock Central Time, Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Time. So you can always find us here those 3 times and we would be happy to have you join us. We're very, very happy you found us. The Threaded Lady is here. Welcome. Let's see. Eleanor, thank you so much. You guys are just too, too good to me. Oh, Kim, thank you. Kim says that I am doing fine when managing technologies. And kudos to me and my husband, and thank you. I could not do do this if it wasn't for him because he really supports me in all of this, and that means so much to me. Di got her box. Okay, yes, I do have a class later today and it is recorded, but I will be there live if you have any questions, Di. Okay. Uh, okay, let's come back down. So you guys like the two sizes together. Um, you know what, Lee? I actually did buy paper on a roll. I did. and I haven't broken it out yet. Jean likes the 2 sizes together. I do too, Jean. I think it's awesome. And you know what's really cool is this is a round design. Our spin effects are all geared to go in a round design like this. However, if you have a block, by using the small one and the larger one together, what you're going to have here, I'm going to pull it out here. I'm just going to make a quick block around it. And it will fit beautifully in your block. And we're going to go like this. This is just to show you. Obviously, you would not have the connector in there, but this shows you how you can fit a circular design in a block. Isn't that cool? What you know what? These guys are very versatile. Now, who said, guys, let's take a photo, save a file that and to save a bit of storage? It surely will. Oh, Renee's here. She's looking forward to the box too. Oh, we all are. That it gets so exciting. Okay. Debbie says she would add a few minis, and that would work. Now, the 3 would look good in a corner. Joyce, let's do it. Okay. Can you all spare another couple minutes here? All right. I'm going to go ahead and take this part here, and we're going to make a fake corner. We'll go that way, and we're going to go this way. And one thing that I do want to do is I want to make sure I get my 45-degree line accurate. And if I want to do that, the best way to do it is our crosshair rulers. I like having the small ones right here at the side of my sewing machine. Let's look at how wonky that is. No worries. I'm going to come in and straighten that up. Okay, there we go. There we go. So what I'm going to do, let's see how big I can go. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to take a 7.5 inch here. And I'm going to get in the corner and I'm going to pull up. Okay, good. You guys got a good angle here. I always try to make sure that you're not moving out of frame, especially when Kent's not here to tell me. So I try to my best to keep an eye on that. Okay, I'm going to come this way because you can see better. I've got it. I'm going to do it with the top down. Okay, just because we can. Sometimes it's just fun to do something because we can. Or maybe we're feeling a little rebellious. Yeah, I do like feeling rebellious at times. I wouldn't say I'm a rebel, but maybe at times I come close. uh, okay, and we're going to come up like this, and we're going to come down, and we're going to close that design. Okay, get my foot, my needle down in my fabric, clip that thread off. Oh, goodness. You guys must get sick of seeing me clipping threads off. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make a little embellishment on it too. Okay. I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. So what I've done is I have twisted the template and oh, let's get you a better angle here. There we go. So now the side of the template is touching that line of stitching. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come up here. Sometimes I only come up a little way. Sometimes I come up more. This time I'm going to come up and meet this line of stitching. And I'm going to come back. As long as we don't move that template, we're going to travel on it beautifully. Now I'm going to twist it in the other direction, but keeping this line of stitching right on the edge of the template. Right there. Now we're coming all the way up, just like we did on the other side. Slow down because I don't want to shoot across this guy here. And we're going to come back down. Okay, so let's talk about what we did and what we can do. What I did was I used a larger one. I made this embellishment. So now if I come in with a 5.5 inch, come over here. That tape doesn't like me this morning. It's okay. My kids usually don't in the morning either. Oh, I'm just kidding. They're all done with school now, so it's okay. All right. So now, how I'm going to line this up, I could have come in and put another line here, but I didn't. And I didn't do that intentionally because originally I thought about coming up here and just doing half of this template and then replicating this embellishment on it. Now, if I come up a little bit, I'm going to be, it's going to be really awkward finishing on the other side of it. So I do want to keep it just halfway. I want to use half of the template. And here we go. All right, so now I've got my half of a template in. I want to come back, but I want to come back with the same embellishment that I did on this one. Whoops. Okay. I need to come back and do it. I can't do the embellishment and come back on it because I need to pivot off of the bottom, not the top. This is how we learn things, guys. Now you know I did not plan on doing this, and that's okay because you're learning it with me. Okay, needle down, rotate the template. Now, this is going to just stay inside of that seam line. And we're going to come up and back down. So we're able to put that embellishment in there along with our half rotation. And we're going to do it on this side too. I'm going to put the half rotation at first. Nice and stable. Going in a different direction. Oh, I kind of fell off of that. That's okay. This is a practice piece. I fell off of it twice. Okay. It's okay when I make a mistake. I am not perfect. I never pretended to be, never will pretend to be. I like it when you guys see me at my best and at my worst so that you understand you're doing okay. When you make a mistake, you're in the right company, okay? Because I'm right there with you. And down we're gonna go. Come back to the corner. What do you guys think of that corner? Personally, I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let's take a look at where we're at. Ronnie said it would be great with her boot quilt since it already has star appliques. And you're right, Ronnie, it would look absolutely perfect. Lee, how do you know? Lee says, you're too funny, Kathy. I know, but my looks shouldn't come into this at all. Lee. Yes. Okay. Debbie said she loves how versatile these templates are. Bev says, oop, we have a troll. Oh my goodness. Gone now, guys. That's the first time that's happened to me. You like it. Everybody's liking it. Oh, I'm so glad. I think we really had a productive morning, didn't we? We learned how to take all of our, and this works with any spin effects, guys. We learned how to take our spin effects, use them as an edge to edge design. We saw what the spin effects 5 looks like in a 16-point um, rotation. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the secondary designs. I'm thinking template. I'm thinking it would be gorgeous to template all of these guys right here. Absolutely gorgeous. Learned how to make a corner. That's to die for. Okay. I love it. Ah. Oh, Donna says she loses all of the earlier comments. Okay, I see that I've got them here, so I'm not really sure, Donna, what happened. If anybody else has that, could you please let us know? Because it seems to have happened when I blocked the troll. Oh my gosh. Tracy said she can only see a few. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. It was a fun morning. I love this. I love getting together with you, my friends, which you are. I love that you talk between yourselves and our friends. And I love the fact that you give up a portion of your day for me. It blows my mind. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. These videos will be available on the YouTube channels. Um, The ruler for the curl is the edge to edge connector, Marilyn. Yeah, and I'm not really sure, Joyce, how the chats work. I really don't. Anyway, like, subscribe, and share. These videos will be available on the 906 Quilting YouTube channel. And it will be available on the So Steady YouTube channel. Facebook is going to delete them in 30 days. That's what they do now. It's their process. If you get to the 906 Quilting YouTube channel, please subscribe. I'm still coveting subscriptions, okay? So anyway, when we get together next week, we will be working with the Donna McCauley on Monday, and on Tuesday, let's see where we're gonna be. Spinning Branch on Tuesday. Oh, Monday is not my Monday. I won't be here Monday. Spin-e-Fex 4 will be on Wednesday, so you'll have Donnell here on Monday. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and we will be back here this afternoon at 3 o'clock to show you the garden flag that I designed for our Elevate box. So until then, let's quilt.